Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is our local county food pantry. You're allowed to come in once a month to shop, and then you can come in another day that is what they call Commodities Day, and they just pass out a certain set, like, box of things. So like I said, this one is you're allowed to shop. So you get to pick and choose what you want, and they have shelves with, like, you can pick one thing off of this shelf or two things off of this shelf, that kind of thing. So this, sorry, tired. We are in a season of needing to hit food banks because of job changes and COVID directly affecting all of that and the skyrocketing food costs and whatnot. We are hoping this is something temporary, that eventually we can stop doing this, but for now I like to do these videos to show other people what we got and to encourage you, if you are in a season of need, hit up your local food banks, because they love serving you. That's what they're there for. It allows us a little bit of more flexibility on the other things that we would have had to cut out or cut down on, and we didn't have a whole lot to cut down on because we're really frugal people anyway. So it's one of those where we don't have cable TV, we don't have expensive internet, we don't have expensive phones, all of that. So we didn't have a whole lot to cut back on elsewhere. So this is something that helped us. So like I said, it's something that if you're in need, this is a great something to kind of bridge that gap until something gives, something improves or whatever. So that being said, let's show you what we got. This is the first round, and this is kind of the canned stuff and produce. So there's two of these bags of chips. This is a nice one just on not having a whole bag of chips open, and my kids love a variety of chips. So those were fun. There's a loaf of this knock your sprouts off 7-grain bread that sounded good. 2 cans of tuna and 4 cans of diced chicken. A can of pineapple. 2 cans of peas and 2 cans of corn. A box of this pumpkin muffin bread mix. And I've been actually taking this and mixing it with my pancake recipe, or you could use boxed pancake mix. And I just follow the directions on the back, and then I just add in enough extra water to thin it out to pancake consistency. And then you have this pumpkin pancakes without all the extra mixing up ingredients. So that's a little trick that you can do if you don't want to make the muffins or the bread with it. There's a big box of Honey Nut Crispy Oats, and the bottom was busted open. They have a shelf with drinks, and it's, you get 2 drinks per member of your household. So we have 7 people in our house, so that means we would get 14 drinks. So there's 4 of these bubbly mango that my kids will drink. I don't like mango flavor, but they do, so they'll drink those as a special treat. There's 2 of the cola. My husband doesn't drink a whole lot of soda, but occasionally, like with pizza night, he wants one. There's 2 of these coconut seltzer waters. There were 2 of these. They're protein sparkling water. I tried it on the way home. This was awful. Like, even all of my kids were like, oh, this tastes awful. I had tried another flavor of this in the past and thought, well, I'll give this one a try. It was so gross. I will probably either end up donating this back or see if there's anybody else that might want it, because it was awful. I'm not a picky person, but anyway, there's 4 of these mineral waters that are carbonated, and they're very bland. They don't have any flavor to them, so they're nice to mix with, like, one of the other sparkling waters, or I usually just add a little bit of lemon juice or something to them. 2 jars of creamy peanut butter, 2 dozen eggs. The lady had these crescent rolls, and she pointed out they have mold on them. And so I said, well, I will look through them and see what they all look like. Sorry, I have a baby trying to get in drawers here. I will look through them and see if they all have mold on them, but more than likely we'll just toss those to the chickens, which is fine. At least they're getting eaten. All of the produce is on a shelf, and it's take as much as you want. They had, like, probably 25 of these. There were a dozen of these. It was there was a whole lot. There was a whole rack full of little onions. So I picked up 4 of these pears, and as you can see, the one is not looking so great. That one's not great. So those will just make sure that they get eaten soon, or I will throw them in the freezer or the dehydrator or something so that they live a little bit longer. There's a package of this vegetable medley that I thought would be nice for lunches, for dipping in hummus or ranch dressing or something for the kids. This butter crunch lettuce, I've had this before, and these are nice big leaves. They make good sandwich bread if you're low carb. This big bag of these little mini onions, which I'm super excited about because those are nice on, just cut the ends off, peel them, and toss them whole in with like the chicken, cooking it. There's a thing of cantaloupe chunks, 2 of these pre-cut diced onions that I thought, well, that would be handy. And then there's 2 Caesar salad mixes and 2 avocado ranch mixes. And I will be straight up honest with you, I will eat one of those by myself for lunch today. So that's probably my lunch with some chicken on top for the next 4 days, which is fine with me. Okay, so let me pause this and I will get the rest of the stuff out. All right, second round. I'm just going to delve right into this giant monstrosity that's over here. They have a table outside, and it's all things that they have an excessive amount of, or something that is going out of date soon, something along those lines. Something that they don't have enough of to give little bits here and there to different people. So all of these Danimal yogurt smoothie thingies were on the table. And I picked up 2 of them and was like, okay, we're just going to get a couple of these. They would work for snacks. They're, I don't know, my kids had never had these before. They're just like these little tiny things of yogurt smoothie things. And so my kids were like, oh yeah, can we have some of those? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we'll get a couple of them. Well, then we go to walk away, and the one guy that works there stepped out and he goes, did you get some of these? And I said, yeah, we got a couple. And he goes, no, come here and get some more. I was like, okay, I'll get another pack of them. So then he's like, no, seriously, we have a bunch of these in the back. He goes, take all of them. And I was like, are you sure? And he goes, yeah, I'm going to go back there and get this many, if not more. And I was like, okay. So I was like, yeah, that's fine with me, because these are snacks for my kids for the next several days, weeks, whatever. Because you can freeze these, they're yogurt. So I'll just freeze these, and then as we need more, I'll pull them out. But it was one of those where it was like, okay, so then we actually ended up busting into that box, and each of my kids drank one on the way home. So huge blessing that it was just kind of like, he's like, here, take all of them. And I was like, oh my gosh. So these were also on that table, and they are stevia sweetened yogurt. So it's something that I can have. I have to eat low carb because I have more than likely type 2 diabetes. But as long as I eat low carb, I don't. So I'm going to give these a try and see if I like them. That was a nice chance to try those. This is a bag of, she just said it was white cheese. So I don't know. My guess would be they got a big, huge chunk of it and cut it into different size containers. So we'll try it and see what it tastes like. There's a gallon of vitamin D whole milk. There's a nice big pack of chicken legs. This is someone local raised a large quantity of chickens and donated. So this is a whole chicken that's just pieced up inside of here. Absolutely love that. That's super handy and yum. This was something, they had a lot of ground beef, and we still have some packages of ground beef, and I'm not a beef fan, so I wasn't sure what to do. So then they also had this, and I have never, ever cooked corned beef brisket before. So if you have any recipes or tips on doing this, please let me know. She said to just cook it in the crock pot. And then this was another thing that they had a box of seafood, and then this lamb, and we have never had lamb before, so I thought, well, we'll try this too. So once again, if you have any tips on cooking lamb, let me know, because, yeah, I have no idea. Never cooked it before. Okay, so non-food items, we've got the, they have the diaper pantry. So this comes with 10 to 15 diapers, a pack of wipes, a kid's book, and then some local resources to tap into. These are like little drink packets to add to water. There is a bottle of hand sanitizer and a bottle of bug repellent. Obviously not right for this season, but I'm going to put this in a cabinet and hopefully remember to bring this out next year because we do a lot of like backyard fires. So having some bug repellent would be nice. And it's all natural one. Roll of toilet paper, and then these things were also on that table outside. It's a heavily dented can of peaches, which I have no issue with. It's not leaking. There's no problem with it. If I open it up and I find something seems off with it, then I will feed it to chickens. So once again, has a second life, whether we eat it or not. A couple of these probiotic things. They had a bunch of these. And then this slip. It's just a little short half slip. And I was kind of excited to find that because I don't have one of those and I wear skirts and dresses solely. So that's nice. And then it might fit my oldest daughter as well. All right. So that's everything. Huge blessing again. Little hands playing with the ice on the chicken. Hey, quit. So yeah, like I said, if you are in need, this is a great way of kind of bridging the gap on getting the things that you need and maybe having that slight difference of making it and not making it like we are. This cut our grocery budget considerably, like in half, if not more. And so it makes it to where that money can go toward the other things that maybe would have had to be put off. I don't even know. I don't even know because there's really not a whole lot more that we could have stretched. If nothing else, it's gonna help. Yeah, it helps. It helps. It helps. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I will be praying for you and your family and our country. Goodbye and God bless.